Welcome everyone. I'm very excited today because today I'm going to talk about Agentforce for developers. In today's demo, we are going to see three things. Number one thing that we are going to see is Agentforce for developer. We are going to understand what is Agentforce for developer. The second thing is setup. I want to make sure that you walk away from this video understanding how to set up Agentforce for developer. And I want you to start using Agentforce for developer. It's a phenomenal product. So I want each one of you to start using this. Number three is use cases. No video on this channel will be posted without live demos. So I want to make sure that not only are we understanding what Agentforce is, what are its advantages, but I want you to understand how to set it up. And then we're going to see three use cases, and I want you to try these three use cases. So let's start with the first thing on the agenda. Agentforce for developers. So Agentforce for developers is the AI application that allows you to build Salesforce application faster. Okay, you've seen one variation of it on Claude, on Gemini, and things like that. But this resides right inside your Visual Studio Code. So what it does is it allows you to build powerful Salesforce application using prompts. Now I want to be very clear. You will write a prompt, it will generate code, but you are still the person in control. It is not doing the job for you. I want you to make sure that you are the gatekeeper, you are understanding every single line of code. The second thing is, because someone is writing the code, you are focusing on the problem, you are focusing on the context, you are focusing on the output versus focusing on the syntax. So it streamlines development workflows effectively. It actually speeds up development. And because you're focusing on the problem, it enhances user experience. Okay. So how can you use it? In my personal experience, I use it for three things. Number one thing that I use it for is to brainstorm ideas. I have a problem, so I'm going to integrate AI to write code. I'm going to prompt it, get a code. I might use it to write test class, and again we are going to see all of this in a live demo. The second thing is documentation. I don't think there's a single developer on this earth who loves documentation, and that's where Agentforce for developers can be incredibly powerful. You can write documentation, or rather Agentforce can write documentation by simply using few words. Okay. And third is understanding code. Lots and lots of developers are coming in the Salesforce ecosystem. And when you join a Salesforce ecosystem, you join an organization, most often you are going to work on defects, which means you might be refactoring code or understanding code. Now that code could be hundreds and hundreds of lines of code. That's where understanding code can become incredibly powerful. So let's get started with live demos. To begin your Agentforce for developer setup, you want to log into your Salesforce and come to the setup page. To come to the setup page, you want to click on this cog and click on setup. Once you are in the setup menu, in this search bar or quick find, you want to type in agent, right? Or you can simply type in Agentforce for developers, whatever is convenient. Click Agentforce for developers, and this will open a new page. Now, Agentforce for developer is made available in every single organization, but I do want to bring something to your attention. When this is gray, it means it's a good sign. If you look at this, what it says is disable Agentforce for developers in this org. This will prevent the extension from being used when this org is the connected org in the IDE. The first time I set it up, because I saw this was gray, I clicked on it. Do not make that mistake, because once you click on it, it will disable Agentforce for developers. Like I said, it is generally available. It should be available in your org as well. As long as it is gray, you are good to go. Okay. That is your first setup. Log into your Salesforce instance and just make sure that this is turned to gray. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is I'm going to open Visual Studio Code. Okay, so I have already installed Agentforce for developers here. But if you don't see it, right, this is the first time you are installing it. What you want to do is you want to go to extensions, and there are two ways of doing this. So the first way is you can type in Salesforce, and download this one, which is called the Salesforce Extension Pack Expanded. Again, there are two options: Salesforce Extension Pack, and the other option is called Salesforce Extension Pack Expanded. If you click on this, you will see, and let me close this, you will see that this comes with Agentforce. The other option is just search Agentforce for developers. Okay, Agentforce for developers. So you have both options. Choose whatever you want as an extension. I have downloaded this, and now we are going to look at our three use cases. So our first use case is we wanted to see how to write code using Agentforce for developer. So what I'm going to do is I already have a prompt, and I want to show you how beautiful Agentforce for developer is. So the prompt says something like this. It says write an Apex trigger that will create a task when a case is created. The task owner should be the case owner. Okay, and I'm going to do this. Let me remove this. So Agentforce for developer will now start to think, and it will come up with some code. Thinking, just takes a couple of minutes. And now look at this. The code is written. So what I'm going to do is I have this, I've opened a new tab here. And if I like this code, I'm going to simply click on this particular button. And now my code is here. Now, remember, I told you that this is beautiful. I'll tell you exactly why this is beautiful. Firstly, Salesforce knows the schema. Okay. Our prompt said create an Apex trigger that will create a task when a case is created. Very generic description. But when you look at this particular piece of code, it says task, new task, create a new task. Here it is filling out some mandatory fields, right? So it is filling out subject, it is filling out activity date, it is filling out status, priority, owner ID, and what ID. Again, we never mention any of this in our prompt. Neither did we mention that this task should be linked to the case. All we said that owner of the task should be same as the case owner. But Agentforce for developer is smart. It understands that hey, there is why would you not link this task to a case? So it created a task and made sure that this task is linked to the case. So again, like I said, it's absolutely beautiful. Now, let's say I'm going to use this. Now this code is amazing, but now remember the second thing. I hate documentation. This is a fantastic piece of code, but I absolutely hate this documentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply go here and type in slash, and I get three options: explain the code, test, and document. So I'm going to click on document and hit enter. So this will generate code with documentation. And I'm going to exit this. I don't want you to save it. Let's actually create a new tab. Okay, let's copy this here and look at this. This is code with absolutely amazing documentation, right? So it tells me there's a trigger to create tasks when new cases are inserted. It's telling me loop through each new case, create a task for the case, check if there are tasks to be created, right? So it's creating this fantastic documentation for us. Now, two other things that we saw. One is, let's say you're a brand new developer and you want to understand what this code is. We know this code because we wrote this prompt, but hypothetically speaking, let's say this is the first time you're seeing, all you have to do is just say explain, right? And when you do explain, this is going to go through this entire piece of code and provide you the explanation in a very human friendly language. So imagine you have to walk into a meeting with your manager and you've been given 30 seconds or a minute to go and speak about a particular problem. This is fantastic because all you do is pull up your Visual Studio Code and say explain, and it will explain hundreds of lines of code in a very simple human friendly language. Again, here, if you look at this, it tells us this Apex trigger is designed to automatically create tasks when new cases are inserted into Salesforce. And then it starts to give you a breakdown of the code. Okay. What I love the most, other than the breakdown, is in summary. In summary, this trigger listens for new cases being inserted, and for each new case creates a corresponding task with specific properties and links it to the case. So I love the summary piece because it really boils down the hundreds of lines of code into single summary. Now one last piece is left, which is to write test classes. Right? We've written Apex triggers. We probably want to write test class. So I'm going to go here and do this. Now when this happens, and I'm going to open a new tab here, it is going to write a test class for the trigger that we just wrote. So there you go. It is now writing a test class. Again, I want you to take this test class, but you will be the final gatekeeper. Okay. So now that this test class is written, we can simply press this button to bring the entire code here. And again, as you can see, it has created a test case and it has all the assertions in here. So what did we learn in Agentforce for developer? A, setup extremely easy because it's generally available, and all you need to do is download a couple of extensions. Actually, you need to download only one extension. Then we learned three things. One is we wrote a trigger. By the way, you can also write a lightning web component. Next, the second thing that we did was we were able to add documentation, meaning we were able to add user friendly comments to our code. Very, very important. Number three is we were able to write a test class. Number four is we were able to also understand what the code was doing using slash explain. Now there is more. We also have the ability to complete the code within Agentforce for developer because it has the context of the code. So if you want to add more code, add more lines of code, that is also available within this particular pane. So I hope this video helps. Again, there are tons of videos on this YouTube channel. Please do check it out. I also post short form content on my Instagram channel. I post content multiple times a day to help you succeed in Salesforce, to help you succeed in general in your tech career. So if this is of interest, subscribe to this YouTube channel, go to my Instagram, click that follow button. If there are any ideas that you want me to cover, comment in this video and I'll make sure that we cover that topic as one of our future videos. Thanks for watching and I will see you soon.